Hello boys and girls, welcome back from winter break. Today we're just going to remind ourselves of all of the rules that we have in our classroom. First rule that we're going to remember is that you can use as much drawing paper as you need every class period. When you use the drawing tools, please return them to the correct spaces. And most important rule for the Drawing Center is that we need to take care of our How to Draw books. We do not want to cut or color inside of the books. They are for just looking at. Reminders for the Collage Center. Unlike the Drawing Center, we are only allowed to take 2 large pieces of paper per class, but you are allowed to use as many scraps as you want. In fact, if you don't need to use any large papers and just use scraps, that's great because we have a lot of them. We only limit ourselves to 2 papers per class because we don't want to run out before the school year ends. So using scraps helps us save paper to get us to the end of the school year. When returning scraps, we need to put them back in the right place, and we have them sorted into cool, warm, and neutral colors. Cool colors are blue, green, and purple. Warm colors are red, orange, and yellow. Neutral colors are black, white, and brown. Pink is also a warm color because pink is just a version of red. Please do not put papers in these bins that are not useful for other people to use. They are not useful if they are too small, too cut up, wrinkled, or folded. Those can go right into recycling. Scissors and glue are located over here. When walking with scissors, it's a good idea to put your hand around the pointy part. This is the safest way to walk around with scissors in your hand because the pointy part is concealed underneath your hand, so it won't poke anybody else and it won't poke you. If you fall, you'll drop the scissors and they will stay closed, which will be really safe. So when walking with scissors, hold them like this. When returning things back, please make sure that all the glue sticks have their lids on them, nice and tight. If you need extra lids, we have our extra lid bin in the front of the room. So we always have extras if you happen to lose yours by mistake. Over here at the Painting Center, we have a similar rule where you are only allowed to use 2 painting papers per class. Painting papers are more expensive than drawing papers, so we need to limit our use. When using our paints, especially our tempera paints, we need to make sure to clean our brush before getting more of a color, or else some other color will mix inside of it and it will ruin the paints. We are going through a lot of white paints because people are not cleaning their brushes thoroughly, and I don't want us to run out. When it's time to clean up, the first thing you should do is put your art on the drying rack so it's safe and away from the mess. So when you're putting your artwork on the drying rack, do not forget to use your mess mat when placing it on there. This mat has a color on the side of it. This class is orange, so it tells me it belongs to Miss Folker's class. If you don't have the mat, I won't know which class's bin to put it in when I take it off the drying rack tomorrow morning. After your art is safely on the drying rack, you can continue cleaning the rest of your table. That is putting the paints away on the shelves, that is wiping the table clean, and it is also cleaning your paintbrushes and your trays that you mix your colors on. When cleaning your tray and paintbrush, turn the water on only a little bit. If you turn it up super high, a lot of water comes out with a strong power and you're gonna splash yourself. If you just turn it a little bit, you're not as likely to make as big of a mess. Take that paintbrush and put it under the water and rub it with your fingers until all the paint comes out. And then use your sponge to wash the plate. Get in each of the little crevices, and don't forget to check the back and make sure the back is clean too. It does not have to be perfect. This is a paint tray. It's never going to be 100% clean. Place it in the drying rack to dry for the next class and put the paintbrush away with the hairs sticking up. After everything is off the table, wipe the table down with one of our towels. If it is this type of towel, a microfiber towel, please do not put it in the water and clean the table with it. These are for drying. If you need a wet towel, just use one of the paper towels and wet that.